Hello everyone, and welcome to Premier Scholars Academy, the Premier Tutoring Academy. In today's video, I'm going to be introducing the first roadmap of many, computer science in Python. I will go from your first Hello World in Python all the way to using APIs, don't worry, you'll learn what that means later, to make a weather app and creating your own to-do list application, all in Python. Later on, this roadmap will also branch into data structures and algorithms in Python, an advanced topic that I am excited to teach. This video will be all about your beginning in Python, from the why to the how. Let's get started. First off, let me introduce myself. My name is Aiden, and I'm currently a sophomore at the Illinois Math and Science Academy. I'm from Chicago, but since my school is a boarding school, I end up living out in Aurora, where IMSA is most of the time. I love computer science, which is why I'm so excited to be able to teach this roadmap. I have 2 cats at home, and I love to stay active every day and in my free time. I play golf, basketball, volleyball, and lift weights when I can. I also love reading books, and I'm currently reading The Making of the Atomic Bomb. So why Python? Python is a powerful language that has a simple syntax, making it easy to learn and read. You might be asking yourself, what the heck is a syntax? Syntax is defined as a set of rules or laws of a language that a language must follow in order for a language to work. In the world of programming, this means that syntax is how lines of code are written and how variables and functions are defined. More on what variables and functions are in the future. For example, let's take a look at the difference between Python and another common programming language, Java. As you can see, Java has a much more complex writing style than Python does. This makes Python a lot easier to learn. So enough of the why. What about the when? It was created in the late 1980s by a man named Guido van Rossum in the Netherlands. It is named Python after the BBC TV show Monty Python's Flying Circus. Interesting, huh? Python is what is called a high-level programming language, meaning it is far away from what the computer takes and reads. What this means is that in order to convert Python to machine code, the stuff that a computer actually reads, your code will have to go through multiple layers of interpreters. This is because Python's syntax goes against what is conventional in a programming language, like curly braces and semicolons. This added syntax rule means that Python takes a little bit longer for code to execute, which is the main con with the programming language.
Now, let's get started on the how. So if you do not wish to install anything and want a more temporary way to write code, you can just go to onlinegdb.com, and this is a website that is an online IDE instead of the downloaded one that I will show shortly. And IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, which basically means a program that facilitates programming and development through helpful tools. Okay, future Aiden here, and just a little something about online GDB. Right now, this language is not Python. I think it is C. So instead, what we're going to do is go to this top right corner where it says language, press select, and we're just going to select Python 3. That way, we're able to code in Python. The steps will be the same. I don't know why I paused. The steps are going to be the same. That's it. So if this is the way you'll be writing your code, go ahead and skip to this timestamp on the screen. Alright, so if you want to install Python and an IDE for a more permanent way to write code, the first thing that we are going to do is install Visual Studio Code. So you want to go and search up code.visualstudio.com. Now this will lead to Visual Studio Code, and we're just going to click the download for Windows button. Now I already have it downloaded, so I'm not going to download it yet. And while that's downloading, we can go ahead and download Python as well. So we can go to python.org, and here we can download Python as well. We can just download the latest version, 3.13.12 right now. Just click this button and it'll download. Once again, I already have Python installed, so I will not be downloading this. Now, while both of these finish downloading, we can go ahead and we can create a GitHub account. And GitHub is a platform for coders to showcase their code to the world, but we can also save code for ourselves using the built-in GitHub navigation on Visual Studio Code. So we're just going to go to GitHub, and then we're going to click sign up. Now, once again, I already have an account, so all you're going to do is just go through the sign up process and make an account. So after you've done everything, let's open up Visual Studio Code if it hasn't opened already automatically. I'm not sure. When you open it up, you should see something like this. There shouldn't be anything here, but you should have Visual Studio Code editing involved, something like this. Now what we want to do is go into the bottom left corner. There should be an accounts button, which is just like a profile picture. So we're going to click this, and you should see a sign in button. And you want to sign in using your GitHub account. So after that, let's just get started writing Python. So the first thing that we're going to do is just click New File, and then we're going to click Python file. And as you can see here, it'll open up a new Python file. Let's not worry about naming it or anything like that right now. So the first thing that we're going to do is the print statement. So we're going to write out print hello world. And the way we're going to do that is we're just going to type. We don't need to add a function or anything like other languages. We can just type print, open parentheses, and see it'll automatically do both. And then we do quotation, and it doesn't matter in Python if you use the single or the double. And then we're just going to type out something. In this case, hello world with an exclamation point. After you've done this, go to the top right of Visual Studio Code and press the triangle right here or the run button. And as you can see here, in the terminal, it'll print out hello world. Congratulations, you have now officially written your first Python program. I'm honored to be able to give that to you. Pause the video here and try writing out different sentences and phrases within those double quotes inside the print statement. For example, saying hello to yourself or hello to your computer. Next, I want you to try to write 2 or more print statements. In order to do this, you will need to create a new line, pressing enter, or return for Mac users, for each new print statement you want to create. Do you notice what happens? Each new print statement prints the statement on a new line. This is something that varies between programming languages. In some languages, it's possible for a print statement to print on the same line. Python can do this too, but I won't be talking about it. So, for example, I can also print hello and my name. Now, when I run the file, it'll print it on 2 separate lines. Alright, now let's come back to the slideshow. So let's go over some vocabulary so that programming doesn't seem like a completely foreign language to you. So a statement is something in programming that is like a line of code that instructs a computer to do something. That's why each print statement that you made are all individual statements and not one big statement. Syntax is the style/convention of the writing. In programming, the style/convention of the way code is written. IDE. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. Your IDE is a place where you can create, edit, and delete code while also having extra features to help you write code and customize the place where you write your code. Now, for the final part of this lesson, let's do a quick quiz. What is syntax in terms of programming? Syntax, in terms of programming, is the rules and conventions of the way code is written. What is the IDE that you use today? The IDE that we use today and we will continue to use in the future is called Visual Studio Code, but some people also used Online GDB. That about wraps it up for today. Thank you guys so much for following along. Leave a like and comment any questions or recommendations for new videos that you have. Also remember that we do have private tutoring where you can get tutored one-on-one by me or one of our scholars here about nearly every topic you want to. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.